Good morning and welcome back to Axe at Home Crafts. Today, me and Sekele are going to be making glue putty. Do you want to feel that? What does that feel like?
It feels so good.
It's soft, it's gooey. Are you ready to make some? But before we get going with what we're going to do, we just want to remind you of our competition, and it is running at the moment. So today is your last day to submit your photos. You can upload it on any of our social media platforms, hashtag Axe Christian Church, just so we know that it's for us, and we hope to see from you soon. We will be announcing winners next week. So, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
So for this putty, we're going to need borax, glue. You can use white clear glue or the white craft glue, cornstarch, and some food coloring. So to prepare your borax, you need half a teaspoon of borax mixed in a cup of water, a bit of warm water just so that it can dilute, and let it settle so that it's not hot when you're putting it into your mix. So we're going to pour out 2 tablespoons of glue. We're using white craft glue. All right, so Kelly, so I'm going to give you the glue. You're going to squeeze it out of the measuring spoon with your spatula. You've got your spatula ready? Okay, that's your first tablespoon. Take your spatula, scrape it out. Just make sure you get all of that glue. And then let's do our second. We're going to touch it up. Wait, before you pour that one in, let's just use a little bit of the clear glue just to make sure we have 2. There we go. Okay, can pour it in. We're going to make orange putty. Can we just make sure we have all of that out? Otherwise, we don't want to miss any of the good glue. Yeah. All right, there you go. You got your spoon. We're going to put a few drops. So we're using a gel glue, food coloring, but you can use any food coloring you have at home. And you're just going to mix all of that together. All right, then what we're going to do is we're going to start adding our borax solution just to start making the putty a little bit thicker. So as you start mixing, keep mixing, make sure you get all of the glue. You'll start seeing it starts to form a bit of a goopy kind of texture. Let's put a little bit more.
Now it looks so gooey.
Doesn't it look good though? We're going to add our tablespoon of corn flour. And you're going to keep mixing all of that in. Now this part's a little bit harder because the corn flour is a little bit separated, but just keep mixing and mixing and mixing. So you can even use your fingers just to push it in a little bit. Take it off. Take it off. Take it off there we go. Use your hands a little bit. Push it in. So you kind of like, have you ever watched your mom bake bread? You have to knead your bread, knead the dough to get it to make it soft and supple. If you add too much of the borax, it's going to go hard and stiff, and it's not going to do so well. But you see, it's still sticky, so that means we still need some more borax. So let's put a little bit more borax. And just keep mixing and mixing and mixing and mixing. And that's kind of very similar what God does with us. Sometimes we need to be worked and we have to be molded, kind of like clay. So it's hard work, and means we got to put in some work too when we want to succeed and move further and farther in Christ. Can you see what's happening? How does that look? Now I want you to roll it in your hands. Start to see, is it feeling a whole lot better? Is it still feeling a bit sticky?
No.
Can I feel a little bit? Yeah, no, that's feeling great. Now just keep rolling it and mushing it in your hands. And as she keeps playing with it, eventually that goopy becomes something soft and like spongy. And this is what you can break, you can play with, you can make. Just keep pulling, pushing. How does that feel? Does it feel okay?
Mm-hmm.
Is it coming off your fingers now? Is it sticking to your
Yeah.
fingers?
It's coming off my fingers now.
Okay. All right. So if you haven't collected up all your cornstarch in the bottom, you can take a little bit more, roll your dough in it, make sure you've collected up everything to make sure your bowl is nice and clean so that you eventually get a nice soft ball of putty. What do you think we could do with this? Should we build something? You want to build a snowman? I think that's a good idea. So while me and Sekele get ready to go and build a snowman, we want to just remind you that we are having another craft for another day. And you know what they're going to be making?
What?
Puppets. I love
Puppets.
puppets. So what you need to get ready for next week, for the next craft, is socks, a black marker, cardboard paper, wool, some glue or a glue gun, something to put everything together, and a good pair of scissors. All right, so are you ready?
Yes, I definitely am.
So we look forward to seeing you again. Bye!